Hey everyone, Brackert here. Today we're going to start a brand new adventure in Asheron's Call. We're going to be playing on a server called Derptide Classic. This is going to be a solo self-found playthrough, and our character that we're going to be making today is going to be a spear character. Now let's jump in and get started. Alright, so in this character creation, we got a few options. There's not too much in the Dark Majesty area. What I'm thinking is I'm going to go show with this spear character just on the basis that spear doesn't have the element niche of bludgeon damage. So we can always opt in later and utilize that unarmed combat that the racials give. And you can see it here in the skill tab. It's already in the trade, which is perfect. But let's go back to the progression tab and then build this guy out. So I went ahead and kind of did some pre-thinking on what I want to look at doing, and what I want to do is max out strength and coordination because that's required for spear, of course, and I'm going to lock those. Next, I'm going to bring endurance up to about 30 or so, not too much. I don't need a whole lot. Another thing I like to do is lock all these, just so I don't have to sit there and jumble numbers back and forth. All right, now, went a little bit too far. I need to go to a 40 and a 40. So I find this is a nice niche balanced melee build, and it works great for me every time I run with it. Right, so next we're going to jump into skills. So what I'm going to do, need spear of course, duh. Next we're going to get melee defense, scroll down, healing, get some item, get some life, get some mana conversion. Then we're going to scroll up, and with those last 4 remaining credits that we have, and thank God spear is so cheap, we're going to specialize it. Now, we don't have everything we need yet. What we're going to do is as we progress, we're going to unlock more skill credits, and then eventually we're going to train creature enchantment, and then we'll be a 3-school character. After that, we'll gain some more credit, specialize melee defense, and then that will unlock another road of possibly getting lockpick. We'll definitely be getting arcane lore first before lockpick, and then maybe potentially missile defense just for that niche extra tankiness on mobs like in Withered, if we get there. Next, we're going to go in appearance, and I kind of go with the general, just kind of spiky, slick back hair. Oh, is he going to stop? Oh. Double click. Oop. Okay, got him backwards. Let's zoom back in. Now, I'm going to go nice little, kind of gray it up a little bit, you know, almost 40. Might as well match myself. I have green eyes. Make him not so dopey. Doesn't really matter since a helmet is going to cover most of your face throughout the game anyway, and you're always staring at the back of the head. Alright, close. Get some free headgear. Make sure we have full coverage on the pants and the feet. So when you're baning, it really matters, because if you have, say, this shirt, you're missing out on that 20 armor level of just impen 1 just on your lower arms right there. So I always make sure I have that full coverage when I'm baning, especially for that under armor. Stacking helps a ton. Footwear doesn't really matter. Boots looks nice. And guess what? We're gonna black it out. Nice solid color. Or we can make it nice and bright. Let's have fun with it. Let's go with a nice red. Really stand out here in the crowd. Perfect. So here, I personally love to start in Holberg. Sadly, in this client, we don't have all the other old starting towns. My first initial starting town was down here in Nanto, and I resided with Nanto, and Maoi was my first town I lived in. Big memories flooding back from that, but we'll get back to that later. Let's go over here, and I'm going to go ahead and name this guy Bracker the Explorer. Let's jump in. All right. So I already have a preset UI in here. Turn this guy off. This guy. And let's fix a couple things here. Get this all out of the way. Just for that quality of life here. Most of this doesn't really matter right now, but may as well get it done while we're here. I'll turn off all the speech chat for this, just so we're not getting flooded by the other people in here that are playing with me every so often. And then, just for the sake of it, we're going to turn up some volume so we can hear the old gameplay. Okay, we'll test that here in a moment. Oh, there we go, there's sound. So I'm going to drop that UA. I don't need it right now. What I'm going to do is start laying down some of my things down here to make playstyle a little bit easier. And what I like to do is I like to put the healing kit down here in slot 1 and backpack. So I need to heal 1, 2, and it'll heal. It's not going to do it right now because I'm full health. Drop that app, lock that UI, and let's start our adventure into the academy. Oh, listen to that sound, I love it. So we're going to run in here. We're going to pick up this letter on this desk right here. Hand to the greeter. Who's going to give us a key to unlock the door and get us to progress further. Now, you can grab the armor over here. I really don't need it, and I'm just going to bypass it. Also, to make my time easier in here, I'm also going to buff my weapon. But I'm also going to do it right. And then bang my... There we go. Make sure our weapon's buffed. So this is the first mob I'm going to clear out the academy. This is very quick and easy to do. Oh man, that sound. Usually play with the sound off, but every once in a while, you gotta love it. Okay, so to the second area. So then it's doing the wasp in here, and then the wasp will get your upgraded weapon, and then proceed to the very end. And then we'll get out of here, and then wrap up with the first video of character creation and the intro. Got that. Thankfully that this server for Derptide Classic, it's on the Ace build, so a little bit of quality of life, especially with the jump skips and everything, to loot quicker, in a sense. It's one of my pet peeves on the GDLC servers. Like, I can't stand having a bend down animation. Like, I'm doing that every single time. Oh, thanks. Save some time. Alright, go turn this bad boy in. Oh. Some easy first levels. Nope. You gotta grab the key first again to open it up with the oil. That would be weird. Let's loop up the locks, yeah! Alright, so where's that spear? There it is. Now, in this server, when you finish it, there is another oil that it's going to give you. It's called a graduate oil, and it's going to change this and give something a little bit different. And we'll see that here in a moment. Alright, off this here in a second when I get through the next portal. Then we'll go kill this other minion. And then we're done. And there's a couple key things you can get in the Academy. There is some potions you can grab if you really need them, but that's more for players that just really have never played the game before and just need the extra edge. Otherwise, it's really not needed. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy because I don't need the extra weapon. It's just going to be trash sitting in my inventory. So jump skip, continue right back up. We're almost done. I'm also gonna drop that key. Move my healing kits over here. Now, we can buy a whole bunch of packs and just fill up on comps for spells and everything, but there is foci on the server, and they're at a much reduced rate just to make quality of life a little bit more easy for starting out. And that's what I'll be using for all my characters. Alright, take your letter, and we don't need to sit in here any longer. We are done here. That is the Academy. Super easy, not much to do. Be self-explanatory. Alright. Now, here's that oil I was talking about. Oil of power. You go ahead and take that, apply it to your weapon again, and now you get resistant cleaving for piercing. So you get a little bit extra damage. It acts as a vuln. This guy, I'm also going to go armor on it, but I don't need it. Because here on the Derptide Classic, sorry, it's late at night, learn. They have an edition of Pathworn for very basic Pathworn armor. Right in here, you got a selection of robe or leather armor. Now on this leather armor, which I'll show you here in just a moment, which is very basic, Impen 1, nothing game breaking. It's just 65 armor level, nice and simple, helps you out in the game. But it doesn't look too bad. You do have the robe too, good for mages, but I'm just going to turn that in. Get another mana stone, which I'm going to use to sell. Oops. Now, another thing I like to do is go get rid of this crumpled note and the key, and then we'll go do one quest and call it a day. Okay. The quest I'm thinking of doing, let me move in, is right up here, is we're gonna go to the underground passage and get those little 8 items that they have up there. Super quick and easy, nothing too much about it, and that's every single start of town. Great for dailies too, everything is daily for this server and everything. Another quality of life. Okay. Let's get these gold off. I don't want mana stones right now. I need money. Money is power here. Look at that, 85. And because I got the armor like this 85 and this 20, this is a full 85 coverage in this area. Now if I didn't get the lower arm coverage on these, this would be missing the extra 20 armor. But that's just min-maxing. Now we have 11k here, and what I like to do is I always like to get health and stamina up right out the get-go. Skills don't really matter too much in this first little bit until you start getting a couple levels in to 10. And with the remaining XP, I'm going to flood it right into Spear and bump it over 100. Now the one good quality of thing that this server has is when you explore, the items have a difference about them. They're not game breaking, they're just quality of life, and they make the leveling experience by yourself much more rewarding. And I love that. And there's so many hidden things in here that I haven't even found. I've barely scratched the surface on this server, and it's keeping my attention. Ooh. I love the old trees. I love those old classic stuff. I cannot wait for the new classic client to come in. It's in the works now. Not gonna be a while till that releases, but it's coming, guys. It's coming. Now, one thing I find when I'm looting is I always pick up peas. It's a great value source. You never want to skip. Oop, don't jump off. And because of how the spear is right out the gate, because of that pierce cleaving, it's going to last you a while. It's going to be very hard to find anything to replace other than anything outside your element. So this is going to be your main spear for a good while. I can honestly even go till 250 or until you find a new weapon to wield that has a chance to be somewhat better. Now, I left that again because, oh, I can't use it. Why? Because I need Arcane to use it, and I need to be an Illuvian. Looks like it's well, there's nothing special down here. Let's run down for this next piece and keep clearing as we go. Oops. That is the one downfall with Spear. It has a wide hitbox. So when pointing and clicking, you may hit it. Every once in a while, on the upload does the same exact thing. Oof! You got it good. Anything special in here? You know what? Wand upgrade would be nice. Don't need anything there. Alright, next is the bowl in here. Ooh. Anything here? Hidden pin too. If I had arcane, hey, guess what? A little bit armor, but I just don't have it yet. But I'll tell you what, I'll pick it up. Why? Because I'm gonna sell it. Let's replace this wand, and this will be my new primary wand. Give me that extra mana conversion, give me a little bit of an ease of casting. So in this dungeon, there's 8 things total. Right now, we're halfway through. It goes so quick. This is one of the easiest dungeons to do to get you started. Everything is so out and not pressed together. You're not going to get swarmed. You're mostly going to see maybe groups of 2 at most. Get the money too, you need it. So there's a little bell in this room. Oh, little leg. There we go. And then this chest will hold the ring. And then we got a couple more items. There's one here just in the right of the room here. With the judge sneaker. It's always fun to do a little slide healing. Little cash. Anything good in here? Ooh, letters. So one thing on this server is the exploration, or not exploration, the explorer armor comes with buffs for level 4 if you get the gold letters. I have not done the red letters, but I imagine maybe level 3s or so. And it's a great quality of life for a melee. So if I really wish to make this guy an ease of leveling and don't want to buff too much, maybe do a grind for gold letters. But ultimately, I want to focus on pushing towards spells and utilizing that to progress my character instead of gear itself, because it's going to be a long time until I have arcane lore. Finish these last two. Have a couple more here. Oof. Do a quick loot. Another thing is these lesser mana charges are 500 pyreals each. Another good grab early game. Alright, so I think we got everything. We got 6 here. And then another 2 here. Perfect. Alright. Right now we're going to do /ls and recall back to town to our life stone and go turn this in real quick. Okay, we made 1,777 XP. Pump a couple points in here. Get that up to 50. Every little bit counts. For the first little bit, it's not going to be very helpful, but once you get a shield and start getting bonuses, it's really going to start stacking. Oops, wrong one. I need Warsaw. Elephant is for the White Sox, which we can go grab here in a second since we're cruising right along. Alright, on one of these, he's going to start talking. Yep, he's already talked to me on my chat tab. Can't drop those. So, got a couple things here to sell and everything. I'm gonna move this over. We're gonna buy some bags. I'm gonna move a couple of important keys things over here that we're gonna keep. Because we're gonna go buy a foci for our spell classes at some point. So I got 6 credits. See, I'm already almost to a 3 school character. So it's such a niche thing out the gate going spear or anything that costs like 4 skill credits or opting in to do just unarmed combat. Because I could have all the skills right now. But wanted to be special. Spear is something different, not widely used, but such a fun weapon type to use. Now, me being lazy, I click on that radar and click on him instead of going upstairs. Hmm. 5, 10, 15. Let's keep that, and that should be Just enough. Oh, I gotta sell these things. Oh, jewel cell. So here, basically we're aiming for 1500. Oh, that's weird. Now he's acting funny. There we go. There's the money. So, oh, here's another thing about the server. There is custom quests. So, this character is not here normally. She will have you hunt for stones, which are just down the hill here, near this fountain. Now, it looks like we need 15 of them, but we're not going to do them right now. But we have it flagged. Alright, oh, we don't need these. They don't sell. Move this over. Get rid of this guy, because we don't like brown. It looks like poop. It's just being weird today. Okay. So, here is where I'm going to go grab some foci really quick. And it's just a short run, because we have an Arwick portal over here that takes us to basically the hub, is what I call it. And this server is mainly based in Totau, or Tautau, however you pronounce it. We'll call it TT. That's just a short little run. We'll go grab that little foci packs and go on from there. Alright. It's just around the corner over here. I'm so pumped to see where this guy gets and everything, and what I can find in this adventure that's ahead of us. The admin is making various fun items to add to your arsenal. So, in here, he's added like an Archmage up here, carries all the way up to like Pyro Scarab, so it's good for like new mages, just get started, new general buffs. You got your Fletcher, you got your healer in here, you got a little trash bin. The healer in here now has leather stamina kits as well as in here as well. So if you're a melee toon and you just need something besides potion, grab these guys. It's going to save you a lot on that burden factor. So we need everything there. We've got our 3 things. We're good. Okay, now because we're level 1, spell comms don't burn. We just need one little prismatic shard. Okay. And now we can buff. When I do that, it properly shows as your scarab and your prismatic. Alright, let's recall back to the Lifestone, go finish the hideout, and call it a day. Can't wait to show you a few things that I've experienced through the server and everything, and hidden places that I found, and good time. Hey, maybe you want to join too. We have a slowly growing allegiance on this server. It's been great so far. And we're more or less preparing for that future client coming in for the Dark Majesty Era with that classic client look. It's going to be a nostalgia trip for everybody. I feel like I'm rambling on over here. Alright, it's alright. Okay, let's not get overwhelmed in here. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Stay topped off. This is exactly why I increased my health, just for this very reason right out the get-go. So if I started at 10 endurance, run around with 5 health, that's not doing too hot. Okay, I don't really need to worry about cash right now. We're mainly focusing on the rye bags. Oh. I really wish I had Arcane right now, but we really need to do our creature enchantment and then Arcane. No. Creature enchantment, and then Arcane. Is what my ideal layout is. But we're flexible going either way. Because the faster we get Arcane, the faster we can start activating some of the new quest items much faster. And honestly, that might be the play. Those stamina kits, I am draining really quick. Luckily, this is not a hardcore playthrough. And Spear just wrecks. Any stamina foods in here? No. Nope. Grab a healing kit for now. The other downside is we don't have a shield yet, and jumping is going to burn my stamina like crazy. And it's just a habit that's not going to die. I think, oh, we got a red letter. There goes that old habit. I'm just going to keep jumping. Now, what I like to do is a nice little refresher. Continue on. So let's increase some of our weapon stats here. Give us a little bit of an edge. So we're not struggling too much. There's the Dredge Robber. Oh, perfect. That's what we wanted. He might wreck us. Oh boy. We got him. Oh, there's our gold letter. That is a huge win. Now with that gold letter, we can go get an Explorer Spear. So huge. And guess what? We got another piece. Shield. I think a shield would be a play on this one. Maybe next video. Okay, continue clearing this out real quick. Get that XP while we get it. I tell you, I'm gonna do that so much through this playthrough. It's gonna be such a funny thing. All right, I think we got enough things. Let's recall back, get some goodies, and call it a day. And I appreciate you guys joining me on this journey. It's my first time posting anything like this. It's nerve-wracking. Not used to talking to myself. Hey, it's growing pains. It's just gonna make me better at it. And there's always potential that down the road, maybe someone will join me. We'll have a duo running, whole groups, doing large quests. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to doing like a toon quest. So many things. Alright. Want more melee. More melee is good. So, next video, what we're going to do is we're going to go do Rogard's axe, do those stones, basically stuff in an area that makes sense to continue. Before I forget, we're going to run down here to Shoshi because in this version there's also kill tasks that have been added. So we do have the kill task for the Shreth in the Cave of Bree. It's just right here at the drop, and we're gonna talk to Sangmin. And in the future, we'll come back, we'll do the 3 quests here, do Yarak, do those 3 quests, and heck, maybe we'll go to some other starter towns. Really just kind of bounce around and explore and see everything to its fullest. Because like say when we went to Nanto, there is a mysterious tunnel in there, and all you're doing is picking up a poem, turning into a poet, and you have a level 4 armor gen. A nice daily, and such a niche thing for a new player. Otherwise, I think that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me and everything, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.